Training for a marathon isn't just about the miles you put in, and in this video, I'm fueling up for a 12-mile long run, and I'm going to bring you through a full weekend of everything I eat while training for my first marathon. All of these meals are realistic, affordable, and balanced, so that you can use this video as some inspo on simple yet delicious meals to try through your running journey. Now listen, I am not a professional in the kitchen. Yes, I do love making my homemade gluten-free sourdough bread, my homemade almond milk, and I'll experiment in the kitchen from time to time, but I also like the comfort of turning to meals that are very simple and easy for me. I also like to live a very balanced lifestyle. So all of these meals are first and foremost very straightforward. You do not have to be experienced in the kitchen to make these, and some are actually not homemade. About 90% of the week I am eating a home-cooked meal, but during the weekends, I like to make my life easier by ordering takeout or going out to eat from time to time. But the one thing all of these meals have in common is that they are either very nutritious or they are feeding my soul. If you've been around for my marathon training vlogs, you already know how much energy I put into all the preparation that goes into my long runs, including the mental part of it. I'll start mindfully eating carbs a day or two before my long runs, which fall on Saturdays. So it felt only right to share all of my meals from the day prior to a long run because honestly, it's just as important as the day of. I'm learning as I go, but what you eat can quite literally make or break how your body feels during your runs and how you recover. One of my priorities while training for this marathon has been learning about the importance of nutrition and properly fueling for my long runs. Now, this is coming from someone who did not eat anything before running my first half marathon 2 years ago, and I felt terrible during and after it. Yet, I ran 16 miles last weekend feeling amazing, so I've come a long way. Normally, I will add more veggies to my meals, but during marathon training, to be honest, it's not a huge priority for me during the weekends, just to help minimize any GI issues, but I'll definitely continue to prioritize my veggies Monday through Thursday-ish, but in the weekends, my priority is really protein and lots of carbs. Hopefully natural carbs, but sometimes I also just see what my body is craving. This is what a typical Friday morning breakfast looks like for me throughout training. I'll have some scrambled eggs, some fruit, and then my homemade gluten-free sourdough bread as a little avocado toast. I'll add some sun-dried tomatoes and pickled onions. Sometimes if I don't have sun-dried tomatoes or pickled onions, I'll maybe put fried eggs on top of the toast, but very simple variation here of this little combination of foods. Honestly, so delicious. I love this meal. You know that saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail? Well, think about it. If you have your fuel plan ready, your watch is charged, you know what playlist you're going to be listening to, you have your outfit laid out, you know what your breakfast is going to be. It's a lot, I know. There's so many other things too, but you'll wake up feeling prepared. So something I like to do is have a general idea of something I may want to eat throughout the weekend, and I'll try to meal prep it if I can in advance just to make my life easier. It also helps you make better decisions if something is already in the fridge ready for you, as opposed to scrambling last minute to find something to eat when you're really hungry. Which, let's face it, is all of the time when you get deep into your training cycle, aka where I currently am right now. I'm just hungry all of the time. I find that the better I eat, the better I feel, and if my body feels good, then it leads me to feeling more confident during my runs. The quiet moments on Saturday mornings before my long runs are sacred for me. This is where the mental preparation continues and where I remind myself that I can do hard things. When the going gets tough, I tell myself this is where champions are made. I low-key pretend from time to time that I'm filming for a Nike commercial or something. I don't know, anything to make me feel like I am Superwoman so I can approach the run with confidence. The day before my long runs, I'll also have my gel plan squared away, or at least I'll take out which gels I will do the next day, and then I'll plan which miles to take which gels before I go to sleep so I can wake up feeling prepared and ready to conquer the run. Like there's no questioning what I'm going to do at which miles. Each gel isn't just energy for me, it's a reminder to keep pushing, to trust the process, and to enjoy the journey. 12 miles later and I'm back home replenishing, but in reality, recovery starts the moment the run ends. This bowl hits the spot. After my long runs, I will typically go with the flow on what I choose to eat, but I'll also have ingredients to make something at home as a cushion. Sometimes I'll be craving a bagel, sometimes a croissant sandwich, and I'll go to a local bakery to get that, or sometimes I'll whip up something at home. Moral of the story here is I just listen to my body and fuel my cravings, no matter what the craving is for this meal. Having some options meal prepped can also help you make better decisions like I mentioned, but it's also important that you feed your soul during this time and have some comfort food or literally just whatever you're craving because hello, you just ran X amount of miles. You can eat whatever you want. After a long run, your muscle glycogen will be depleted. Timing is very important because of increased blood flow and insulin sensitivity, which increases the absorption of glucose and glycogen. Focusing on carbs, protein, electrolytes, and hydration in general will help restock your glycogen levels and help repair and recover your muscles. Always try to pair your carbohydrates with your protein to successfully replenish glucose stores, to help reduce inflammation, and to help boost immunity. As a rule of thumb, you can aim to consume your post-run meal within 90 minutes of when your run ends. And I'll be honest, I did not know any of this information, and I didn't pull it off of Google either. I have been working endlessly on a runner's recipe and nutrition guidance book alongside my former dietitian. She provided me with tons of information that I have learned so much from, and I want to be able to share all of that information with you. Like I said at the beginning of this video, marathon training isn't just about the miles you put in. It's about the combination of so many things, including the fuel that gets you there. Every meal has a purpose, but also don't overthink it. Enjoy every bite and enjoy the process. You don't have to be training for a marathon or running any distance to earn any meal. I definitely don't believe in that mindset, but I do believe in making small changes over time that lead to your dream lifestyle. It's not like I started making my homemade sourdough bread, my almond milk, my homemade matcha, and all these recipes on the same day. It's been a slow ripple effect that has evolved over time and will continue to evolve over time. The meals from this weekend are proof that balance is key to chasing your dream and to help avoid burnout during your training cycle. Let me know in the comments how you're fueling for your own adventures and if you end up trying any of these meals out. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more marathon training vlogs, and I'll see you next week for my next video. Thanks for watching.